Hi everybody, Sandy here. Welcome again to my channel. This is going to be a little more like a process video probably. We'll show you how to make the base of this, but these are the scraps that I had left from my design team, not from my whole package, but from the card kit that I used to make this little album. So I do have a separate video for this. You can check that out, and I have a short walkthrough showcase video, so you want to check that out on my channel. But I have these scraps, so I'm going to make a little tiny mini album. I'm going to show you how to make one, and we're going to have a lot of fun, so stay tuned. Okay, to make this little mini album, I'm going to use a sheet of white artisan cardstock from Country Craft Creations. This is a Country Craft Creations design team project, so let me set my little perfect kitty away. And I have my all-in-one trimmer here. And I'm going to cut this down to 3 pieces, to 3 4x12s. Now, I'm not sure at this point if I will be using all 3 of these, but that's what I'm going to start out with on this particular sheet of cardstock. So we should be able to cut 3 of these like that. Okay. Now we're going to do some scoring. So I'm going to get my scoring tool and move my blade all the way up to the top, and I'm going to flip this over for the scoring part here. Okay, so we're going to take each one and we want to score it into 4 equal parts. So I'm going to put this 12-inch at the top, and you're going to score it 4, and then flip it around if you're using this particular type of scoreboard and score it 4 again. If you are using the bigger, your larger scoreboard, your 12x12, well, you would just take that. Oh, mine's really dirty. I need to clean it. Put your 12-inch side in at the top and score it 4 and 8. So I'm just doing this to show you that you can use either one, depending on what type of scoreboard you have. I'm using this one because I'm using the combined trimmer and everything. So score it 4, flip it around, and score at 4. And this is going to make our little album, mini album with its cover and everything. Now I need my trimmer again, so I'm going to flip this back over and have that ready to go. So now take these and fold on your score lines, kind of an accordion type, and then go ahead and burnish those score lines. Now this could make 3 separate little albums if you wanted to, or you can join them together. And I don't know how many scraps I've got that I can do that. So I'm going to start probably with just 1 or 2 and see how far my pattern papers go. So this one, burnish this real quick, or yeah, burnish, put this up. So what you're going to do, if you want to make it a larger album with more pages, you would take this piece here, this would be your front, and you would take this piece and you would glue these together like that, okay? And then you would do the same thing if you're going to do the third one. So I'm going to start with my first, with one section first, and start decorating. And I need to check these because one of them looks smaller than the other. So those are the same. Okay, so I think they'll work. So let's start with one. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to start decorating with the papers that you have. Now remember, I had some scraps or pattern papers that were from another Simple Stories paper. It was in the whole collection here, and I am just going to start gluing these on. So I can see that this needs trimmed down just a little bit. I'm going to make it just a little smaller than 4, and I'm saving all my scraps right now. And so this is going to glue on, and then I will glue another piece at the top to kind of piece it together. So I'm going to speed up my video. Now I don't have many elements to decorate with, so we're just going to see what we can do with what we've got. And you know, I think I will probably go ahead and join this together to make an extended album. So I'm going to do that right there. I'm going to use 2 on this one. So let me get my glue and get that going, and then I will speed up the camera and just start gluing in pattern papers that I have to, so you have your fold this away. So you have to put glue on the back side here. It's been a couple of days since I've used my glue, so I've got to get it going again. Okay, it does dry in there just a little bit, so I'm going to take a pen and just open that up some. Okay, so that should be working. There we go. And just put your glue on this back side. And we're going to glue this together like this. So line them up, top and bottom, so they're nice and even, and the cut of this one goes into the fold of this one. Okay, so it's that easy, and now we're ready to add our pattern paper. So it folds up like that, and that's the front. So what I am going to do is I'm going to put some ribbon on here. I have plenty of ribbon here. I'm going to take the green and the red, and I'm going to wrap it around to the front. Now, when you're making these little mini albums, you could actually make them and include them into bigger albums that you have made. So anyway, so let's pull this, and I'm just going to tie it. Oops, I've got part of it that I'm not supposed to have. There we go. Okay, so tie it in the front, and then we'll secure it in the back with some tape. And then we'll, of course, put pattern paper over that on the back side. So this is the front here where we have our ribbon. Just like that. So flip this over, and in the center that, secure that with tape. And then we'll be ready to add pattern papers or solid cardstock, whatever you have left that you want to work with. This is using up your scraps to create this little album. And I'm just going to take my sewing scissors, my ribbon scissors, and I'm going to trim the ends. I'm not tying these in a knot. I'm just going to trim it like this at an angle. Okay. Okay, there we go. There's that. So now I'm going to speed up the camera, and I'm going to work on this. Okay, so there it is, finished with what scraps I had. I still have a few things left here, really not enough to do anything with it, but if you like it this way, then consider it done. I did add the button, snow button here, snowflake, and some of the flat backs there, and punched out some snowflakes out of the red paper that I had left over. So anyway, this is the way it looks now. It's really simple and plain. I may pull out some Christmas stuff and add some stuff from my stash. That's just a personal choice, and I'll share if I do, I'll share that in just a bit. Okay, so I pulled out one of my Christmas boxes of stuff from my stash, and the first thing I found was this. I know I ordered this from Country Craft Creations possibly last year or the year before. I've never used it, and I'm like, oh, I need to use this. This is Tim Holtz ephemera pack called Christmas Noel. So you may have that in your stash too. So I pulled a few things out I thought I might use. But you know what? I'm thinking I need to put on my to-do list or in my mind to make a Christmas junk journal. I think that would be fun with that. I'm going to put that back in there. And then I found these really old, well, I assume they're old, it looks old, that I've had for a while. Simple Stories, December documented decorative brad. So I pulled this one off with a little bit of holly because that color is perfect, and then the candy cane. So I'm going to see where I can put those. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up the camera again and just play with this a little bit, because I kind of like this little bit of lace paper here from Tim Holtz, and I think I'm going to put that in there. Oh, and I did find a sticker here that I put down. I'm going to put glue on that and add that in. Okay, so I think that's finished. A little mini album made out of scraps. So let me clean all this up, and then I'll go over it with you in detail. Okay, here it is, the little finished 4x4 accordion albums held closed with the ribbon. And I did end up crinkling it, just kind of got a little damp, crinkled it, and I did tie the knots in the end. I can't help myself. I always, I don't like it fraying beyond the knot, so I always do that. So here in the front, I added some elements like you saw from my stash, Tim Holtz ephemera, and some old brad pieces from Simple Stories that work really well. These buttons from a design team package, added a sticker, and the flat backs are from the design team package. So this on the back is just plain. You could put a picture there. So you untie this, and you can open it like a regular album. So we have a tuck spot here where you could put a picture in there. I added one of those Tim Holtz pieces there. This flips over, added a piece here. This is a little booklet that opens up with a photo mat. This is a belly band here. And then you can flip it over and open it this way. So I added one of the Simple Story brad pieces here and one of the Tim Holtz things, and I tucked one in here as well with this photo mat under this belly band. This opens over. I did off camera add this snowflake sticker that I had in my stash to this little tag. I just thought it dressed it up, made it cute. We have a little photo mat here and a little tag back here behind this belly band. And then you can, of course, also open it up all the way and stand it up on a shelf if you wanted to. Whoops, like that. See how it looks like that opened all the way. And the back side. Okay, so that's this little project. I think it was quick and easy, something you can do with your scraps. I have one more little project I'm going to share using the rest, not all of it, but to show you how you can use up the even smaller scraps that you have making a Christmas gift tag. So watch for that video. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. That way, if you click the bell when you subscribe, you will get a notification if you are have a Google account, I believe. You will get a notification of every time I upload a video so that you'll know right away when I have something new. Also, give me a like if you like my videos so that it will make my videos show up more in searches for other people. That'll help me out greatly. I appreciate it so much. And then also check out countrycraftcreations.com for your scrapbooking supplies. Thanks, everybody. And Merry Christmas in July if you're making some Christmas projects. Bye-bye.